Bump, set, spike. It's that simple, right? Prepare to be proved wrong as the nets have been hung and tightened, the balls have been inflated, and the hard work and preparation for Caribou County's 2016 version of high school volleyball is finally here. For the Cardinals, Grizzlies, and Cowgirls, the season last year was disappointing, with no team able to achieve the goal of a run to the state championship. But this season, each team has grown and will be looking to make the extra climb to reach the top, and KBRV 800 The Bear is going to be there every step of the way. Local volleyball is being brought to you on The Bear by
Monsanto, Hunsaker Ford, Silver Star Communications, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Now, buckle your seatbelts and prepare to join one of the fastest sports in Idaho at the high school level as Soda Springs, Grace, and North Gem take to the court under the watchful eye of your voice for Caribou County, Caleb Bergraff. It's time for volleyball on your home for all things Caribou County, KBRV 800 The Bear, and online with live video streaming at MyLocalRadio.com.
And welcome once again out to Malad High School. We have changed gyms. We were in the middle school gym. Now we make our way to the high school gym as the Soda Springs get ready for one of their toughest tests of the season, and they've had some tough tests this year. Malad twice, Butte County, but tonight, or this morning I should say, NAMPA Christian and the Trojans are coming over to this tournament all the way from the western side of Idaho. It's the first taste for the Soda Springs Cardinal of Western Idaho volleyball, and a good preparation for them of what state tournament play will be like as well, and a different view from what the the Malad Dragons bring in, as the NAMPA Christian Trojans will be a difficult test for them in this matchup. We'll take a break and come back with the opening serve and starting lineups of this game on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping. Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of September 29th through October 5th. It's harvest time, and fruits and veggies are on sale all throughout Lalaton's. Red cluster tomatoes are just 99 cents a pound. Large Fuji apples are 89 cents a pound, and iceberg lettuce heads are 89 cents each. 2-pound packages of seedless grapes are just $3.99 each. Grab yourself some fresh pumpkins, 4 pounds for $1. And fall varieties of squash are just 39 cents a pound. It's harvest time, and those are some of your food specials at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
Welcome back out once again to the home of the Malad Dragons and the Malad Invitational. The Soda Springs Cardinals getting set for, again, what will be one of the toughest tests of the season for them against the NAMPA Christian Trojans, a team that is one of the top teams over in the far side of the state. And they will be looking to try and upset this team or compete with them. NAMPA Christian already swept Westside in 2 sets in their opening match of this tournament. That was just about 30 or 40 minutes ago, so NAMPA Christian's had some time to rest. Starting lineups, we'll get right into those, brought to you by Bear Lake Drug. At Bear Lake Drug at Mountain View Dental, they provide general and cosmetic dentistry for the whole family. Good luck to the Cardinals from Dr. Walker and his staff. For the Cardinals, same starters as they had the last match, as it is going to be Sims, Ledbetter, Yamauchi, Patterson, Bartlome, and then the libero will be Cooper Evans with Cedar Hopkins playing in the middle for Katie Franson. Katie Franson normally in the starting lineup, but she has taken the ACTs or SATs, one of those 2 tests, this morning, and so she will not be here for today's match. For the NAMPA Christian Trojans, their starting lineup looks like this. Their setter is McKaylee Kuntz. Number 6 is Haley Rice. Number 7 is Madison Bowers. Number 9 is Nancy Leggett. Number 10 is Jessie Fouts. Number 12 is their big hitter, a really person to watch for in this match. That's Megan Yett, and she is a 6'2" junior middle blocker for the NAMPA Christian Trojans. So keep an eye out for her and what she does in today's game. Anetta DeYoung is going to be your libero for the NAMPA Christian Trojans, as they are starting a freshman, 2 freshmen, a sophomore, a senior, and 3 juniors on the court in this matchup between themselves and the Soda Springs Cardinals. And we again are happy you are joining us here in this matchup. Cardinals wearing the red uniforms on the near side of your court to get things going, as Nampa Christian will be in the black uniforms with the white numbers on the far side of the court. Trojans written across the back of those uniforms. Cardinals with no writing and white numbers as well on their side. Those starting lineups brought to you once again by Mountain View Dental. At Mountain View Dental, they provide general and cosmetic dentistry for the whole family. Nampa Christian will be starting on the receive as the Cardinals will open up. No, excuse me, they roll the ball over to Nampa Christian. So Nampa Christian will be starting with the serve. And back over to the Cardinals. Neither side seems to want to serve as they continue to toss back and forth between each other, as it will be an opening serve brought to you by Bear Lake Drug. At Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier, Idaho, they're the small-town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Call them at 208-847-1421 today. Still trying to figure out who is going to serve. Nampa Christian currently holding on to the volleyball on the far side. And it looks like it will be them, as Madison Bowers will move into the back row as she prepares to serve this one across. Back to front to open things up here. 0-0 your score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. On the front row, it's Michaela Coons with Megan Yett to her right and Nancy Leggett to her left. And the official heading over to the scores table to make sure things are correct. Back row for Nampa Christian is Annetta DeYoung in the pink libero uniform. Again, pink out as it is October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Madison Bowers stands to the left, and it'll be Jessie Fouts who will stand to the right, all on the back row. And so there is a change as DeYoung will check out. Back onto the front row is Ella DeYoung as she will move into the front row, the freshman sister of Annetta DeYoung. So back to serve this time will be Nancy Leggett, and she'll send one to the near side. Cooper Evans gets it to Reagan Yamauchi. Passed over to Sims, who frees one across from the back line. Played to the net, tipped over. Yamauchi right there, and they're going to say a point against the Cardinals as they had into the net Lexi Patterson. And the net violation will cost Soda Springs a point, making it 1-0 Nampa Christian on top of the Cardinals. Serve over to the near side, pass to Yamauchi, into the middle. Lewis goes back row. Popped up high into the air, set to the near side, and a tip over the net's going to be bumped up by Yamauchi. Tip back across by Lewis, and punched over by Patterson. Powered down by the big middle in the middle, Megan Yett, as she ends up coming up with her first kill. I believe Kuntz was the one responsible for the assist, and Nampa's already up 2-0 on Soda Springs early on. Serve over once again. Yamauchi plays it to the far side. Patterson goes back line, played up into the air and down in front of a diving Kuntz as Lexi Patterson comes up with her first kill, and Reagan Yamauchi gets the assist. Quick play here in the first set being brought to you by Sanders Furniture. Coming over to the near side will be Katie Sims underneath the bleachers, as she will serve back to front. Runs forward, lines one across, and misplayed in the back row, but the Nampa Christian Trojans plenty of room to play it over, and across it comes from Yett. It'll be played by Yamauchi to the middle, set up for Patterson, and stuffed blocked by Megan Yett, who gets her first block, and the Soda Springs Cardinals trail 3-2 early going here on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Serve comes over once again from Kuntz. Played by Lewis, and over from Sims. Back row, DeYoung gets this one to Kuntz, tipped up and over. Myers over to the far side. Sims can't get there, and the tip job from Megan Yett drops down. McKaylee Kuntz gets her second assist. It should be 4-3 by my, or 4-1 by my score, but they have 3-2 on the scoreboard here at the gym. We'll wait to see what it is as Lewis tips one across. Yett powers with another one off of the back line. Another assist goes to Kuntz on that one, and Megan Yett rolling with her third kill. The Soda Springs Cardinals looking to get her off of the front line as the score sits at 4-2 on the scoreboard on the far side. Ball went all the way up into the near side bleachers. And Cooper Evans scales the bleachers and will now climb down. Gets help from both Haley as well as Lexi Patterson. Kuntz to serve, line serve, back row. Sims pass up to Lewis, tips one up and over, almost drops one down, kept alive though. Kuntz sets it near side, a tip over the net is going to be popped around, but the Cardinals will have another one into the net, as this time, I believe, It was, I didn't see who it was that went over the net, honestly, as they'll tip it over again, and a block at the net this time comes from Ella DeYoung. Problems for the Cardinals right now, as they end up falling down by a score of 6-2 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Serve up and over from Kuntz. Yamauchi to the net, digs it too far. The ace goes to Michaela Kuntz, and the Cardinals struggling to try and find an answer here with the front row in this second rotation for the Nampa Christian Trojans. Sims to Lewis. Into the middle. It'll be a free ball coming over from Sims. Played to the back row. Kuntz sets one middle. It'll be tipped up and over by Yet, but the Cardinals keep it alive. Yamauchi over to Myers. She'll go back line. Nobody there, and it's inside the line. Taylor Myers gets the kill. Reagan with her second assist, and Soda Springs gets the serve back. They trail 3-7 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Kaylin Lewis will jog into the back row. Stares across. Skips forward and lines one over the net. Played up by Yet. Over to Kuntz. Far side pass. Tipped across and outside of the lines. An error on Ella DeYoung. Could not keep it inside of the white lines of the cross-court volleyball courts or lengthwise volleyball courts, and the Cardinals get within 3, 7-4. Serve to the far side. DeYoung high into the air. Kuntz back sets this one for Yet. Tipped again. Back line. Targeted out and got Katie Sims out of position. And it's 4 kills now for Megan Yet without an error. 4 assists for Kuntz, as Alexa Bartlome will check into the match now. Comes into the back row, and she will line up in the right corner. Yet to serve, lines one just over the cords. Tugged towards the net, played back over to the Nampa Christian side, and a free ball lined across by Jessie Wood. Played by Sims. Yamauchi sets one far side, and Myers goes back line again on the line. Taylor Myers starting to heat up for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Makes it 8-5 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And Lexi Patterson comes to the back row to serve. Near to far. She'll be sending this one across. We're in the red 16. High serve over to the far side. Yet passes this one to Kuntz. Back set for Wood. She goes back line on the back line. Jessie Wood gets her first kill. Michaela Kuntz with 5 assists now. And checking back into the match will be Nancy Leggett to the front line. Back to serve will be Annetta DeYoung. Standing in the middle in the pink libero uniform. Line serve over the cords, and dropping down in front of Haley Ledbetter. Annetta DeYoung gets her first ace, and Nampa Christian continues to pull ahead. They're up 10-5 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard in set number 1. Quick serve over to the far side, outside of the lines, and the error will follow the ace. A&E, and the Cardinals stay within 4, 6-10. Moving back to serve now is going to be Ledbetter, as Haley will run up. Plenty of room this time away from the other gym. And they'll pass one to Kuntz. Free ball set to come across. Ledbetter into the air. Bumped by Yamauchi. Set for Sims. She mishits it, but finds the front row, or hardwood in front of a diving Yet. And Katie Sims gets her first kill. And the Cardinals get back within 3, 7-10. Cardinals coming into this in one of the top 5 teams in the state in the rankings, as Ledbetter looking to help them take down one of the other top teams in the state. As this one tipped too far, and Sims just pops one down. Dug too far towards the net. Katie Sims with her second kill. 10-8. The Cardinals within 2. Sends Ledbetter back to serve. Near to far once again. Cardinals already with a win today. They'll send one across. Dug over in the back row. Kuntz bumps that back line for Yet. She goes back line to the Cardinals, and misplayed by Ledbetter. She could not pop it up into the air. 5 kills now for Megan Yet. And Nampa Christian gets the serve back, up by 3, 11-8. 3-point edge, and moving back to serve will be Jessie Fouts as she lines one across. Played to Yamauchi, right side, into the back row. Ledbetter mishits with the top of her fingers. Haley gets an error on her first opportunity to take a swing here in set number 1, being brought to you by Sanders Furniture, and makes it 12-8, a 4-point edge for the Nampa Christian Trojans. Ball served over again. Sims to Yamauchi. Back row Sims. She'll go back line herself. Paps to Fouts. Kuntz sets one up middle. Back line too strong. Nancy Leggett picks up only the second hitting error of the match now for the Trojans, and it's now 12-9. As Coach Sean A. Thompson giving a quick word to Katie Sims, giving her some advice on where to go and what to do. As Yamauchi moves to the back line. Again, first set being brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Soda Springs. We'll give you a live read as soon as we get a timeout. Yamauchi to serve. Line serve just over the cords. Played up into the air for Kuntz. Tipped at the net, and a joust is going to see one of the Trojans into the net. Nancy Leggett, the one who is called. That's her first net violation. The Cardinals get to 10 points, still within 2, 12-10. And Yamauchi to serve. Line serve, back row. Played high into the air. Set to the back row for Yet's back line attempt, dug up by Cooper Evans, tipped over by Lewis. Into the front row again, Kuhn sets it near side, back line attempt, Yamauchi this time there. Lewis plays this one into the middle, back row attempt from Yamauchi to free to cross. Yet to Kuhn, sets this one middle for Leggett, back line, strong off of the back line. And the Cardinals on another error by Leggett will get another point. With Yet on the back row, the Cardinals having a little bit of success as they are back within even 12-12 with the Nampa Christian Trojans on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, but that won't last. Reagan Yamauchi sends one too strong off of the back line for their first service error, and Nampa Christian back up now 13-12, up by 1. Cardinals giving them a push right now as into the match will check Sydney Cagle. Taking a seat on the bench is Madison Bowers. Talking with the head coach of the Trojans, Curtis Johnson. He said everyone will get a chance to play. So far, that is proving true. And Yet back onto the front row, makes her presence known with her 6th kill. A ball that was dug too far makes it 14-12. Nampa Christian back up by a pair. Back row, Sydney Cagle will be the one preparing to serve. And she'll this time line one back row of the Cardinals. Yamauchi sets up Ledbetter. Back row attempt spun to DeYoung, but she plays it well. Coons comes near side yet again, flying to the net, and Megan Yet gets her 7th kill now. 7 assists for McKaylee Kuntz, and it's 15-12. The Nampa Christian Trojans up by 3. Serve over once again. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. She has to run a long ways, but sets up Cooper Evans' back line. Too strong off of the back row. A good attempt by Cooper Evans, but just a couple of inches too strong. And Soda Springs watches the score go 16-12. A 4-point run for the Trojans on the serve here of Sydney Cagle. Serve is short, played by Yamauchi, but outside the lines. That goes into the other court. And an ace will be attributed to Cagle for the 3rd ace of the match now for the Nampa Christian Trojans. They now lead 17-12. 5-point edge. Serve comes across. Sims to Yamauchi. Pass to the back row. Ledbetter goes back line, but right there's DeYoung. The libero passes it forward, and it's tipped over the net. That's McKaylee Coons getting the assist from DeYoung. Coons gets her first kill. Nampa Christian up by 6. It's been a 6-point run. Cardinals had tied it back at 12, but now it sits 18-12 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Sims to Yamauchi. Back sets it for Hopkins. Free ball comes over. DeYoung gets it into the middle, and it's back row kill once again. Nancy Leggett goes cross court as a timeout's taken by the Cardinals as they want to talk things over. Coach Shawnee Thompson has watched her team give up 7 straight points to the Nampa Christian Trojans and is just trying to calm them down. This first set once again being brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance, where they carry Amana, Maytag, Speed Queen, and all the major brands of appliances, as well as Lazy Boy Furniture. Come to Sanders in Soda Springs, where they can help you make your house a home. On the other court right now, Malad and West Jefferson tangling with each other in the first set, 17-13. This in the other pool. Malad looking to try and keep their strong season alive as they now go up 18-13, starting to take control of that set. For the Cardinals, they trail 19-12 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and a lot of that has been attributed to Megan Yet. 7 kills so far for the big junior, as she is a 6'2" middle and has plenty of power and plenty of leap behind her shots. The ball served over again. Dug to Yamauchi. Clean pass from Evans. Set up for Sims. Blocked at the net. Passed over the net, though, by Sims, and it goes outside the lines. Katie picks up her first error. Nancy Leggett gets her first block, the 3rd block of the match now for the Nampa Christian Trojans. Fast and furious play right now for these two sides. As Patterson checks back in, Cooper Evans will take a seat on the bench. And it will bring in Cedar Hopkins to serve. Line serve over the net, dug up back row by Fouts, Set up once again for Yet, and the power of Yet again drops it across the court onside the lines. 20-13 now. The Nampa Christian Trojans continuing to pull themselves ahead. And they're going to give a point to the Cardinals. And the Cardinals will get back within 4. It's a replay on the point. So 19-13 still coming up. Yet this time again tips it over. She says, hey, I'll do it again. You give me a second opportunity, I'll do it over after the replay and the point. And it's a 7-point edge still for the Trojans. Back to serve is Nancy Leggett. They're full through one full rotation. Yamauchi, far side set for Patterson. Back line, played up into the air, though, by Fouts. Into the near side, Sims. Into the far side for Sims once again after Lewis, able to tip it to her. To the middle. Tip comes across, that time from DeYoung, and into the net goes the hitting attempt of Kaylin Lewis. Can't quite keep it in, and that's an error on Lewis for her first. Serve up and over once again, this time coming from Leggett. To the near side, a diving Evans can't get the ball up, and it drops down. Give Leggett another ace. That's her first and 4 now for the Nampa Christian Trojans. They lead 22-13. Continuing to pull ahead of the Cardinals. The serve from Leggett across once again. Sims to Yamauchi. Back row Sims once more, goes back line, high into the air, off of the rafters, and drops down. Katie Sims comes up with another kill. That's her third. 5 assists for Reagan Yamauchi. The Cardinals at 14-22, down by 8, as Taylor Myers will prepare to check in for the Cardinals for Haley Ledbetter. Myers onto the front row. Ledbetter has been moved to the back line for Soda Springs. She has struggled on her front row play. It'll be up to Sims to serve. Line serve over the net, dug over to the far side. That's going to end up falling down. Give Katie Sims an ace. She's playing the best of the Cardinals so far this morning. She had 11 kills in the first set. Now she has 3 kills in this set along with an ace, and the Cardinals get to 15. 22-15 they trail. Trying to cut this gap down. Sims serves one over. DeYoung, the libero, passes one to the net, set for Yet, who comes running up, blocked, and the Cardinals can't get there in time. Myers with a clean block, but it rolled along the net and dropped onto their own side, and Yet comes up with her 9th kill now here in set number 1, 23-15. Serve this time comes over from Kuntz. Cardinals will set it middle for Yamauchi, and she sends one into the net from a back row flat-footed position. 24-15, set point in set number 1. And the serve, a line drive serve into the net from McKaylee Kuntz. The setter comes up with her first service error, second for the Nampa Christian Trojans. And it's 24-16, the Cardinals keeping themselves alive. Back row, it'll be Alexa Bartolome to serve. She will line one over. The senior has a good serve. DeYoung gets one set for Yet. Back row attempt. Spun back row of the Cardinals. Cooper Evans gets it to Yamauchi. Far side Myers off the cords and inside the line. Taylor Myers with her 3rd kill, able to target that one despite clipping off the cords, kept it on the white. And the Cardinals back within 7, 24-17. Bartolome to serve once again, needing a run. Line serve back row, played into the middle. Kuntz sets one up for Yet again. Power drops one down for a 10th kill to close out the first set. 25-17. Nampa Christian cruises to a first set win as they end up taking the Cardinals down 13-5 in the final 18 points. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have set number 2 coming your way. First set has been brought to you by Sanders Furniture, where they carry Amana, Maytag, Speed Queen, and all the major brands of appliances, as well as Lazy Boy Furniture. Come to Sanders Furniture in Soda Springs, where they can help you make your house a home.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Welcome back out once again to the home of the Malad Invitational. Soda Springs drops the first set to Nampa Christian 25-17. Give Megan Yet the majority of the credit. 10 kills in that first set, as there were also 10 assists to McKaylee Coons. 1 assist went to Annetta DeYoung. That one, too, a Kuntz kill, as she has 1 as well. For the Cardinals, 6 assists for Reagan Yamauchi, 3 kills apiece for Sims and Myers. As the opening serve of the second set coming up, 2 sides will trade places. This set for opening serve being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug at Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier. They're the small town pharmacy that gives you world-class service. Call them at 208-847-1421. They're also your sponsors for this second set of action as well. Cardinals would be looking to try and rebound. They didn't play terribly. The problems came really in the fact that they could not keep the Trojans from going on a very, very long run in the middle of that set. The score had been tied at 12 apiece. Then the Trojans went on a 7-0 run in order to make it 19-12, and that really helped them along to that 7-point win, 25-17. So Soda Springs will look to try and avoid giving up those long runs. Will try and keep themselves close in this match. As spirits still seem to be high on the far side of the court for the Cardinals. They still have their same 6 out there. Yamauchi, Ledbetter, and Hopkins in the back row as Evans gets set to check in for Hopkins. Bartolome, Patterson, and Sims will be on the front row. On the line for the Nampa Christian Trojans, it's still going to be Megan Yett. Also out there is Nancy Leggett and McKaylee Coons on the front row. In the back row, it looks to be Madison Bowers, as well as Jesse Founts, and the libero Annetta DeYoung is into the match for, I believe, Sydney Cagle. So the Cardinals will have the opening serve of this set, as it should go over to their side. And the ball will be rolled over to that side, as it will be Cooper Evans to prepare that first serve, wearing the black libero jersey from back to front. Looks things over, now strides forward and lines one back line. That's just a smidge long. Cooper Evans sees her first service error, the second one for the Cardinals. That's actually been a bright spot for the Cardinals. Normally their service game, a very poor service game. And today it's been very good. That's only their 3rd error of the match, or the day. Yamauchi to the near side. Patterson tips one back line. Played towards the front row by Leggett. Coons hits one into the net and freed across to the Cardinal side. Yamauchi sets one up for Patterson. She frees one back to the near side once again. Played by Fouts, and Yet comes up and hits one outside the lines, but is tipped by the Cardinals, and that goes as her 11th kill. Another assist is going to be given to McKaylee Coons for her 11th as well. Back row now, Nancy Leggett prepares to serve. 1-0, Nampa, or 2-0, excuse me, Nampa Christian on top. Ball served back row, played into the middle, and Ledbetter will try and drop one across. Into the rafters it goes. Yet goes back line and throwing one into the ground. On the play is Yet, and she cannot get it over. That's her first error, and the Cardinals get themselves a point, down 2-1 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. They'll see Sims run up to serve this time. Dug by Yet. Back set for Yet to the far side, and she tips one outside the lines. No tip for the Cardinals. Back-to-back errors by Megan Yet, showing a little bit of a chink in her armor. 2-2, your score on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard now. And Sims will once more prepare to serve. Line serve over the cords. DeYoung to the net, tipped up, and Yet again sends one, this time into the Cardinals bench on the far side. 3 straight errors for Yet, and the Cardinals ride that to a 3-2 lead. Back to Sims once again to serve, as Katie will look for her 3rd straight. Lines one back row. Yet to DeYoung, or to Coons, back to Yet, blocked at the net, and another point to the Cardinals. It's Patterson with the stuff block at the net, her first block, and the Cardinals up 4-2. Playing great here in this second set, and calling a timeout to talk things over is Curtis Johnson, the head coach of the Nampa Christian Trojans. 4-2, the Cardinals lead on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. This set being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug. At Bear Lake Drug, they have everything you need to get better quick and carry durable medical equipment for purchase or rent. That's Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier. Call them at 208-847-1421 today. Hope you stick with us all day long. We'll have another match after this one, as the Cardinals will take on Westside back at the middle school gym. Before they get into bracket play, they will decide who each team will play there. If the Cardinals can go 2-1, though, or even 3-0, they will make their way back into this gym. If not, and they become one of the bottom teams in that side, then they will come back over to the middle school gym for a bottom half set. It'll be up to Sims to serve, runs up, lines one across. Dug towards the net, pass too far, and it's tipped down by Myers. Can't drop it through, though. Far side, tipped up and across. Cardinals pass one back over as Coons, again, sets one middle, tipped up and over. Yamauchi passes it back once more to Nampa Christian as Coons sets up yet, tipped across, blocked back over, but into the net goes Taylor Myers. And that net violation will end the run for the Cardinals. And that is her first net violation, the third for the Cardinals in this second set. First in the second set, third in the match. Ball served over, clips the cords. Sims was there. Patterson reached out to try and play it, but Coons comes up with the ace. That's her second. Makes it 4-all here in the second set. Cardinals down 1-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. To serve is Coons. Back row, too strong. Soda Springs with their 5th point. Coons gets her second service error, third service error of the morning for the Nampa Christian Trojans, just at 10:25 in the morning here. This match has been going on for right about 40 minutes now. As it moves back to Kaylin Lewis to serve, skips her way forward. Back row, played towards the net. Coons sets one middle for Yet, back line on the line. You can't keep Yet down for long, and she comes up with her 12th kill. Another assist for Coons is her 12th, and it's still even 5-5 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Two teams playing very close to each other as Yet steps up and sends a high short serve. Patterson to Yamauchi, over to Myers, who goes cross court, but Yet there to dig it out. Coons goes far side this time and powering one into the net is Madison Bowers, her first hitting attempt, and the Cardinals will use that to get the lead back. 6-5, up by 1. And Patterson will move back to serve for the Cardinals. One of their more consistent servers, also one of the senior captains. She'll send one high and short. Yet gets it into the air, set to the near side, and going cross court outside of the far lines, Jessie Wood. She picks up the error, and the Cardinals go up by 2, 7-5. Advantage Cardinals, matching their largest lead of the match so far. It'll be a set over from Patterson. Coons, far side, set up once again, and a back row play will be coming from Madison Bowers. Set to the near side, Myers goes back line, dug up by DeYoung. Set over to the back row for Yet, back line, this time dug over and outside of the lines by Sims, and give it to Megan Yet for another kill, 13 of them now, and the Trojans will end the run of the Cardinals at 2. It's 7-6. Neither team able to really clear themselves out in front. And DeYoung will move back to serve, and they're going to give the ball back over to the Cardinals on the point. And I believe that, not sure what happened, as the score still says 7-6. It should be 8-5. And Patterson will serve this one across. Played back row. Coons passes one into the middle. Yet will try and line one. Tipped at the net. Sims goes back line and unable to play that one, and as it goes into the trash can is Kaylin Lewis. Should be 8-6 now on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, as Yet does come up with the kill, and Coons gets herself the advantage. 8-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. DeYoung does go back to serve this time. After the confusion there on the last point, steps into one, and the libero sends one up and short. Ledbetter to Yamauchi, set to the near side. Cedar Hopkins out of position, goes cross court and hits one into the net. Hopkins, who had 4 kills without an error in the first set this morning, ends up latching one into the cords, and it's 8-7. DeYoung comes back to serve once again. Tosses it up, spinning serve, back row. He'll be played to Yamauchi, set for Ledbetter, front row, backline try. Coons to get it to Yet. She'll set one near side, and back row try, this time by Wood. Played up by Sims. Yamauchi comes over to the middle, tipped into the block by Ledbetter, played off the ceiling, and the far side it'll be a try coming from Bowers, but dug out by Sims back line. Yamauchi sets up Hopkins, comes cross court, but outside the lines. Cedar Hopkins got a better hit that time, but just a little outside of the white lines. And it's an 8-8 match here, early going in set number 2. Cardinals down 1-0 to the Trojans. And it'll be DeYoung to serve, short serve just over the cords. Hopkins to Yamauchi, back to Hopkins, sets one to the far side, played up into the air, as Yet gets another opportunity, flies one long off of the back row. 4 errors now in this set. She had 10 kills, and now she's got 13 kills with 4 errors. So she's hitting negative in this second set, and that's one of the reasons why the Trojans trail by 1. 9-8 as Ledbetter will serve. Sends one to Yet, pass to DeYoung. Yet gets another chance, back line, but dug up by Ledbetter into the net though, and Yet comes up with the kill. It's her 4th kill. Another assist this time goes to DeYoung for the pass, and it's all tied up 9 apiece in set number 2. And moving back to serve is Jesse Fouts. Holds the arm up, lines one back row. Sims to Yamauchi, sets one middle for Hopkins, blocked at the net, yet there to recover though, and it's played over to the far side, and trying to drop one down is Bowers. Dug over to Yamauchi, far side Sims comes up, tipped at the net, played up by Yet, set into the middle by Coons, going back line, and on the back line, Nancy Leggett gets herself another kill, and that's 14 assists now for Coons as Nampa Christian goes back up by 1, 10-9. This is where they started to take control of the match last time, and they won't do it here as Jesse Fouts serves it into the net. That's going to be the 4th service error by Nampa Christian. Soda Springs gets themselves back even at 10 apiece after the error made by Nampa Christian. Goes back to Reagan Yamauchi to serve as the sophomore will send one high and deep. Played by Yet. Kuhn sets one far side. Bowers tries to go back line. Right there is Ledbetter. Yamauchi comes to the near side. Sims tips one short. Played into the middle of the court, Yet goes over to Bowers once again, goes back row, Ledbetter from her knees, digs one back to the Nampa Christian side. Coons to the net, jousted for and won over as they're going to say into the net went Nancy Leggett. That's her 2nd net violation. The Soda Springs Cardinals go up 11-10 now. Continuing to battle back and forth with Nampa Christian in set number 2. Kaylin Lewis checks out. Alexa Bartolome back to the front row. As Yamauchi sends one back row, DeYoung up to the front. Kuhn sets one up. It'll be hit down by Bowers. That's Leggett coming up with the kill. Picked on the left side of the court and was able to drop it down. That's another assist going to McKaylee Coons. She gets her 15th, and Nampa Christians evens it up at 11 apiece. They won the first set 25-7 after going on a run at 12-12. Now at 11-11, they'll send one over the cords, and dropping one down is Sydney Cagle for her 2nd ace. She was able to get that one to climb the cords and fall through. 12-11, Nampa Christian back up by 1, and Cagle will serve this one over again for the ace, dropping it short. 3 aces now for Cagle back to back, and Nampa goes up 13-11, up by 2. Cagle's to serve again, short serve, Sims to Hopkins, back row set, and Ledbetter powers one into the net, couldn't get on top of it or underneath it to get it over, makes it 14-11. And a timeout will be taken by the Soda Springs Cardinals to talk things over. We'll keep it here as this set being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug. At Bear Lake Drug, they have everything you need to get better quick, and they carry durable medical equipment for purchase or rent. That's Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier. Call them at 208-847-1421. There will be no JV match in this one, as the Soda Springs Cardinals will not see their JV team taking on the Nampa Christian JV, as they did not bring one over. On the other court, by the way, Malad taking on West Jefferson 16-14, as West Jefferson continues to battle with the Dragons. Set number 2 over there. I believe the Dragons came away with the win in set number 1. Talking things over. On the far side, Nampa Christian still in their timeout, Yet having some words with Coach Johnson, as they will break up. Still a quick conversation there, talking some strategy. And Cagle will come back to serve once again. 14-11. Cardinals with 3 in the back row, 2 tucked up to the net on the left side, 1 to the right side, and Bartolome. It'll be a set over. Cooper Evans, clean pass to Yamauchi. She'll set it middle for Sims, goes back line, dug up by DeYoung. This time, Fouts sets up Yet. Can't give her that much of a run up. Yet gets herself her 15th kill now. And this time, Fouts comes up with her first assist, 15-11. Soda Springs again watching as Nampa Christian goes on a run here in the middle of the set. Serve over. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. Sims, mistimed her run, had to stop and pause as that one is dug towards the net and down. And Sims somehow is going to end up getting the kill. 4 kills for Katie Sims. Yamauchi gets her 7th assist. The Cardinals put an end to the run, making it 15-12. Back row now will be Cooper Evans. She will serve. Looks over the court in front of her, and the freshman libero lines one across. Pass towards the net. Kuhn sets one near side. Backline try coming from Leggett. Not put down, and this time Yet gets a chance, but Yamauchi there to be up to the task to dig it over. Sims frees one across. Kuhn sets one far side. That's Yet once again. Backline too strong off of the back row. Yet picks up her 5th error in this second set, and she has had a less than good second set here. She still played well, but not necessarily to the point where she has played. As this ball back row tried and dug back over to the Trojan side. Kuhn sets one up for Yet once again, drops one down. This time popped up into the air. Trying to get over there is Katie Sims, but she can't, as Yet again returns with her 16th kill. 16 assists from McKaylee Kuhn, 16-13. The Cardinals still within 3. To serve this one over is going to be Nancy Leggett from the back row. Line drive serve. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. Good pass as the set near side will go to Patterson. Popped up into the air by Coons. Played into the middle once again, and Yet frees one to the back line. Ledbetter, Yamauchi, back row, front side, far side, and it'll be to Bartlome. Popped up into the air and then into the backboard by Yet, who picks up the error, trying to get that one into the middle of the court, and the Cardinals get their 14th point as they stay within 2, 16-14 now. And they're going to replay the point, So a replay on the point. Scratch the Cardinals getting number 14. 16-13, the score still sits. Ball served over, and an ace will go as Leggett takes advantage of the second opportunity and gets her second ace. That's the 8th ace of the match now for the Trojans as the serve goes over once again. Ledbetter to Yamauchi. Bartlome goes back line, crawls the courts, misses the line as that missed just outside, and Bartlome picks up the error. That's her first error. Cardinals picking up several of those as their offense has been stymied. 18-13 now. Sims passes it too far. Yet pops one down. Off of the ceiling goes the dig. Set up for Sims. She'll try and go at Yet. Blocked by the big middle as the junior will get another chance. Tips one back row and on the back line. Megan Yet comes up with another kill on a tip that went over. She also picks up her second block of the match. And the Soda Springs Cardinals now go down 19-13 and make it 20-13 as an ace by Leggett will give her her third to the back line. 20-13. The Cardinals watching again as the Trojans go on a big run. Cooper Evans once again climbs to the top of the bleachers to retrieve the ball as it popped up that high off of the ace. And it goes back to Leggett once again to serve. High serve back row. Sims to Yamauchi. Sets this one middle. Sims tips one over, and it's going to be 4 hits on the Cardinals as Sims picks up what is her second hitting error to go with 4 kills. 21-13. Soda Springs still trailing. Leggett on a long run here. Serves one over and across. Sims to Yamauchi. Sets this one to Patterson. Back line. That's a kill for Lexi Patterson. She gets her second kill. Another assist goes to Yamauchi. It's 21-14. The Cardinals sticking within 7. This is right about where they finished up in the first set, losing 25-17. Katie Sims goes back line for a running jump service. She fires this one up and over. Yet gets it to Kuhn. Sets 4. Yet tipped one down, but played up by Myers. And Patterson had her back turned as it drops down behind her. And Patterson, unfortunately, will be the attribute of a hitting error. She was the last to touch it, albeit with her back. Ball sent over once again. Yamauchi sets this one back row. It'll be hit by Sims into the net. Katie Sims with her third hitting error. And Nampa Christian goes up 23-14, a 9-point edge for the Trojans. 2 points away from closing out the second set. Ball served over. Cooper Evans digs one to the net. Bartlome tries to get one over. A diving Patterson tries as well, and it ends up dropping outside of the lines. And the Nampa Christian Trojans have set point at 14-24. And it'll be a serve over the net this time as Sims to Bartlome. Set up for Myers. She drops down a kill. Taylor Myers, 4 kills, 0 errors. Bartlome gets the assist for her first of the match and make it 15-24. The Cardinals still with some life, keeping themselves going. And back to serve will be Kaylin Lewis. She will jog up. Lines one back row. DeYoung to Coons. Back set for Yet once again. Off the block and down. Yet closes out the match 25-15. And with her 18th kill of the match, drops it through. That's a match. Cardinals fall in 2 straight sets to Nampa Christian. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up our post-game show, give some awards. Post-game show will be brought to you by Bassett Building and Supply, where they provide a wide variety of building supplies, including lumber, paint, hardwood, and much more. Call them at 208-547-3804. Go get them, Cardinals. Back after this on KBRV 800 The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of September 29th through October 5th. It's harvest time, and fruits and veggies are on sale all throughout Lalaton's. Red cluster tomatoes are just 99 cents a pound. Large Fuji apples are 89 cents a pound, and iceberg lettuce heads are 89 cents each. 2-pound packages of seedless grapes are just $3.99 each. Grab yourself some fresh pumpkins, 4 pounds for $1. And fall varieties of squash are just 39 cents a pound. It's harvest time, and those are some of your food specials at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
Welcome back out here once again for the final wrap-up of our numbers on this one. Post-game show being brought to you by Bassett Building and Supply in Soda Springs, where they provide a wide variety of building supplies, including lumber, paint, hardware, and much more. Call them at 208-547-3804 and go get them, Lady Cardinals. Your setter of the match goes to McKaylee Coon, 17 assists, as she was really able to target Megan Yet quite a bit in this match, as Yet comes up with 18 kills, most of those from assists from Kaylee Coons. Your setter of the game brought to you by Stoddard Farms. Visit their website at stoddardfarms.com to find great recipes as well as tips on how to store your potatoes to keep them fresh and sprout free. You can also visit their Facebook page, that's Stoddard Farms in Grace, bringing you quality Idaho potatoes. Your blocker of the game is going to also go to the Nampa Christian Trojans. Megan Yet with a pair of blocks. They had 4 blocks as a team. A fantastic match for the Nampa Christian Trojans, although not a ton of depth on that team, but they do have a big leader with the junior in Yet and a good setter and a good libero as well in Annetta DeYoung. So a very solid team in the Nampa Christian Trojans. It'll be interesting to see if they fare up with the Malad Dragons later on in this tournament, as that could be your championship in the gold bracket. For the Cardinals, they were led by Taylor Myers with 4 kills, no errors. Katie Sims, 4 kills and 3 errors. Lexi Patterson had a pair of kills as well. 10 kills as a team and 12 errors for the Soda Springs Cardinals as a team as well. They did spread the ball around, as 9 different Cardinals had an opportunity to try and hit the ball in the match. 10 assists for Reagan Yamauchi, 1 ace and 2 errors for the Cardinals, 1 block and 3 nets. Again, Megan Yett with 18 kills. She did have 6 errors as her play in the second set, not necessarily what it was in the first set. 11 errors, 23 kills for the Nampa Christian Trojans in their 2-set sweep of the Cardinals. 9 aces, 4 service errors for the Trojans, 19 total assists and 4 blocks. Again, they take this one 25-17, 25-15 over the Cardinals. That wraps things up for us here. We are going to again take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a different stream coming up for you as well, and we will have the Cardinals taking on Westside and the Pirates, a team they beat in 4 sets earlier this year. That's coming up after this on KBRV 800 The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Another game is in the books, and we would like to thank you for tuning in and supporting Caribou County Volleyball on KBRV 800 The Bear. This broadcast has been brought to you by
Monsanto, Hunsaker Ford, Silver Star Communications, and by mylocalradio.com.
Be sure to visit mylocalradio.com for archived versions of this and other games, as well as updates and interviews with local teams throughout the school year. And don't forget to join us for our next broadcast of Caribou County Volleyball on KBRV The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.